Greetings and welcome to a new series of Let's Do a Level of Majesty 2 in the Monster Kingdom expansion. Right, so after the events of the main campaign, Kingmaker and Battles of Ardania, there's been a great deal of upheaval within the lands of Ardania, and some people are not that happy about that. But I'll let the narrator explain it more properly.
It all started one fateful night, when the crown of Ardania was stolen. The next day, the priests of the Conclave, led by the Spirit of Kings, broke into the palace. Their intention: to overthrow the rightful monarch of the realm. It was only the foresight and experience of his good advisor that saved His Majesty from ruin. Now the great king had to restore his rule. But where would he find allies to join him on this path?
Where indeed? Right. New subject of the king. We have to gather an army of goblins.
Your Majesty, our meeting with the goblins is going even better than we hoped. At least we are not huddling in the woods under a tree, but rather dining in a well-preserved castle. We'll have to put up with the noise and drafts until the gnomes finish their repairs, but after that, these ruins will be a royal residence worthy of a king. In any case, the important thing is that you're still alive, sire. I suspected that the Conclave would eventually come out against your rule, but I never thought the priests would be so impudent. Imagine stealing the crown of Ardania and summoning the Spirit of Kings that it might take the place of their rightful ruler. I must admit, 'tis a brilliant plan. If they simply stooped to seize the throne, the Conclave would have great difficulty convincing the people that they were driven only by sincere concern for Ardania. But this way, the priests receive universal support. And now you cannot even seek help from your loyal followers, or the priests will learn of this and destroy you along with your rebel friends. But you do need an army, Your Majesty. An army the likes of which Ardania has never seen. An army of monsters. All those monsters against whom the great rulers have fought for so long. But they will help you now, believe me, they will. Of course, they won't fight for free, but in exchange for the equal rights and freedoms that you will extend to all their kind, once you are restored to the throne. First of all, you must unite the goblins under your banner. Of course, they are dressed more, ethnically than your normal soldiers, and have more freedom in expressing their emotions, shall we say? But in fact they are our brothers nevertheless, in a sense. That is to say, they also call Ardania their home. I advise you to get used to the idea, sire. It's the best I can come up with. I am trying, you know.
I do love how the narrator is actually ad-libbing a lot of what he just said compared to what's actually written down. But anyway, let's get into the game.
A new quest for you, Your Majesty. Did you sleep well in your new palace, sire? I dreamt of the victory of the first great ruler over Durgo the Cyclops. 'Twas a glorious battle. This dream was surely a good omen. So, allow me to explain the situation. The Conclave of Priests, along with an army of Templars and treasonous lords and rebels, have united all the cities against us. On our side, we have the Truth, and a handful of green men armed with spears, and ratmen, if they can be counted among men. All told, the enemy, as always, stands little chance against us. The first thing to do is seize the nearest city and organize a forward base of operations there. No, Your Majesty, of course you need not slaughter the entire population of the city. In the end, the common people are not to blame for the present predicament. Let us instead simply restore your legitimate rule, sire. Your Highness, our research is complete. Though the goblins have agreed to act as our allies, you have not yet become their true leader. For this, you must do something useful for your tribe. Fortunately, an excellent opportunity has presented itself. I have just learned that this time of year, the goblins begin their bear hunting season. Your Majesty, a new building is complete. Usually, a group of goblin archers gets together, drinks half a barrel of ale, and goes into the woods and wakes up all the bears. But this time they have gone too far, venturing too close to human lands, where they were seized by the local rangers. Rescue the goblins' archers, and you will surely gain their trust.
I'm certain I will.
More gold, my lord.
Faster, higher, stronger! We'll meet again.
Sire, before the goblins were captured, they did manage to greatly anger the local bears. The animals have tracked down the offenders by their smell, and are now attacking their guild. And since these guilds are guarded by the rangers, they have had to deal with the bears themselves. Your Majesty, a new building is complete.
Well, we better go give them a helping hand then, won't we? Alright, so the quests are seize the town, which is fine. We need to seize and finish building the Southern Guild of Goblin Archers and the Northern Guild of Goblin Archers, which are additional quests that are all the way over here.
Your Highness, our research is complete.
Let's first clean out the local lands.
More gold, my lord.
Now the unit upgrades work slightly differently in that they have multiple tabs. Of course, I can't currently get the higher level ones because I don't have any temples.
I've grown stronger.
More gold, my lord.
But we can at least get the basic upgrades.
Your Highness, our research is complete.
Now with our new subjects come totally new spells, like I don't have an actual regular healing spell.
Faster, higher, stronger!
Although extortion is still the same. Good to know that some things work the same regardless of what species you rule. And of course, while most of the game mechanics are more or less similar, the guilds are somewhat differently in that in Goblin Guild you can actually recruit 4 goblins, rather than just the standard 3 heroes you could usually get. Which isn't even universal across all guilds, because I can only get 3 Ratman robbers. But anyway, let's focus on getting things done. Other things that are different, things are built by gnomes, and taxes are collected by vampires. So nothing new there.
Time to spend some gold.
Yeah.
I will buy everything!
Majesty, the local blacksmith offers new services.
Now, let's get a decent number of people to help
on the
us.
dead man's chest.
Gold, my lord.
Looks like rats are being summoned by the Ratman robbers, who gradually be turned into pirates.
Majesty, the local blacksmith offers new services.
See, his abilities are getting a faithful rat and some basic attacks. Oh, how nice. Now, I do think I want another Goblin Spearman Guild, just to pad out the numbers a bit.
Your Majesty, a new building is complete.
And beyond that, I don't really have anything else to build beyond, you know, just the regular stuff, even a statue of the king. But first, let's find a way
Majesty,
over here,
the local blacksmith offers new services.
once I've cleared out the back area.
Humans, they
More
would happily
gold, my
die
lord.
for a few slivers of metal.
Now, because the rats are more or less on my side, of course, I'm not
Time
being
to spend
harassed
some
by
gold.
regular rats. No, 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 no. I get cockroaches.
You are so. What is that?
Your Majesty, a new building is complete. Majesty, the local blacksmith offers new services.
Alright. Pretty much got all the standard upgrades that I'll need.
More gold, my lord.
But I kinda really need some people to investigate
Your Majesty, a new
and
building
explore,
is
because
complete.
I know there's a wolf's den over here, but I can't get it because nobody's watching.
Well, let's see.
And unfortunately none of my guys are actually... What do you have? An Avatar's Blade. I think that's a level 4 weapon. Yeah, I did remember to check the DLC if it was active.
More gold, my lord.
Right, there's one wolf's den. Now, to check over here.
Slivers.
Right, so what's this? It's not a bear den. Which is active. Alright.
You promised to help. I will buy everything.
Certainly nice to have some new vocals. Well, I don't know if they're exactly new, but... After a while you have heard all the voices that the heroes have. The Monster Kingdom especially is definitely the most interesting of the bunch. In that regard, at
Your
least.
Highness, our research
If
is
only just
complete.
because you get to play with some new heroes. And the monsters have a very bunch of heroes indeed. At least the regular heroes are usually all humans.
Faster, higher, stronger.
Alright. Let's get rid of the bear then. And that should secure her entire flank. I do expect to get attacked by the human heroes at some point.
Your Majesty, perhaps it's time to collect the taxes.
Get it. Faster, higher, stronger. Faster, higher, stronger. Faster, higher, stronger.
Right, kill all the
Faster, higher,
bears.
stronger. Did you see that? I've grown stronger.
Yes, I did see that.
You are so dead.
Alright, let's just go on the attack. Go on the full attack, rather.
More gold, my lord.
Might as well get these. Can't really upgrade any buildings.
More gold, my lord.
Your
I
Highness,
think I'll put
our
another
research is complete.
building over there, and let's
Majesty,
build the
the
statue
local
of the king.
blacksmith offers new services.
You are so dead.
Ah, damn it.
Save yourselves.
Majesty, the local blacksmith offers new services.
You promised to help.
My liege, the statue of the king is ready.
Alright, come on. Urbok Twisted. Wage war upon these hapless humans.
Your Majesty, a new building is complete.
Alright, let's bring that tower down. And of course I did lose a hero, so I have to bring him back through the gates of hell. Ooh, everything is flavored just so nicely. Which of course will mean I will need to build another tower near there. Because of course the gates of hell summon demons.
A new quest for you, Your Majesty. Ah, what a lucrative trading post. 'Tis a pity that we cannot build more such posts. But wait a minute. Technically, you are a monarch in exile, 'tis true. But if you demonstrate to the merchants that you still have enough troops, for example, if you demolish the castle of the Traders Guild just a bit, then Richard the Lion's Share will almost certainly agree to cooperate. After all, as they say, donkeys do not smell like money. Or was it the other way around? Your Majesty, 'twould be wise to make way to the castle of the Traders Guild. The quest is completed, sire. Excellent, sire. You have aided the goblin archers and can now hire their heroes.
Well, that's good to
That's
hear.
it. I'm
I'm kinda a little bit more concerned about this bear man walking around.
Your Majesty, a new building is complete.
Alright. So now we have some archers. Of which we can only build 3 at a time. These things are all over the place. Now I guess
Your
there's
Majesty,
something to do with the
the
fact
royal
that you will
treasury
need
is
the
nearly
more
empty.
advanced units later on. But right now I can't build those, so
stronger.
it throws my calculations a little bit off. Luckily the guilds are very cheap. Right.
Your Majesty, a new building is complete.
Well, at least this is a good way for my heroes to gain
Your
some
Highness,
levels.
our research is complete.
Yeah, guys, have some money out of this.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Right between the eyes.
Now this thing is very stubborn.
Higher, stronger.
Luckily my spearman keeps stunning
Did
it.
you see that? Did you see
And
that?
here we
Your
have some
Highness,
definite
our
damage
research
dealers.
is complete.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
And it's down. Good. Alright, I need to force the merchants into cooperation. But we'll continue this next time. Thank you for watching.